So with the announcements of GTA 6, as well as all the trailers and all the news that Rockstar has released so far, there hasn't been a single thing mentioned about the online mode. Now we know what's coming, of course. Rockstar knows how successful GTA Online was and just knows that they're going to make a lot of money with the next version of their online game. Now, usually when it comes to the online parts, Rockstar seems to wait until about a month before the release, and that was the case for RDR2 as well as also GTA 5. So we probably won't expect to see any type of trailer or even announcement until about like probably April or March. But of course, it does keep the community talking, and today we're going to be looking into some supposed online details for GTA 6. Now, of course, take this with a grain of salt. Some of this stuff could be real, some of it cannot be. We won't know until Rockstar says something, but most of this stuff does seem to be like kind of common sense and what is the minimum expected. So we would hope that Rockstar does something similar to this or even better. So before we get into it though, if you guys do enjoy videos like this and want to see more about GTA 6, then make sure to subscribe to the channel, and also don't forget to put the noties on, of course. So first off, this is coming from a supposed leaker known as Fableez. This was posted online about a few weeks ago. So pretty much the basic breakdown, because this was in French, so they had to kind of like translate it, but the main focus of the article is the fact that it's codenamed GTA 6 MP multiplayer, of course. We also know there's going to be 64 player lobbies instead of 32, but they want to go up to 96 player lobbies. So honestly, that is pretty interesting because first off, we know the map is going to be a lot more bigger. If you guys seen the map comparison videos that I've done, and I will be doing more in the future, of course, the map is way more bigger than GTA 5. So having 32 is just going to feel a lot more smaller. And it's just like when you go in Los Santos, the thing is everybody's there, so it just feels like kind of packed, and it makes sense because Rockstar kind of didn't do the best with GTA 5's map, where it's like there's nothing in the countryside to really go for, so that's why everybody's in one part. However, though, we know that, of course, for GTA 6, there's going to be a lot more parts besides Vice City. There's going to be Port Gellhorn, some of the mountain areas as well, and other little cities, the Keys. So we know the fact that, of course, people are going to be more spread out and checking out those other places as well. So it's not going to be too many people in one area at once. I mean, once I feel that, when we're playing online, that we're able to see people, play with them, friends, randoms, whatever, all of that. So there has to be a higher, more, player ability. So I think 64 is double that, which is, I think, a lot more better, and I think I can see that happening for sure, at least minimum. But to 96 would actually be kind of crazy. I mean, that would just be insane to play like online with almost 100 people just in there. Like, that's gonna be amazing. But I don't know if Rockstar could do that. It just really depends. Maybe it could be on the PS6 hardware. I think with Xbox 360, when that first came out, that was like only 15 players, and then when the next gen came out for PS4 and Xbox One, that eventually went up to 32. So I think they could probably do something similar here, but I don't know if on release they could do up to 96. Hopefully we'll see, but that'd be kind of interesting. The big thing though is the fact that I do have to mention that they do want to have like some type of integration. I think we have this in RDR2 online where like basically you're able to kind of switch lobbies, but kind of also not have to go through like a whole loading screen. So you're just like simultaneously just kind of switching when you go to different parts of the map. So it's like different lobbies on one map. I'm not exactly sure how it works. I gotta look more into it, but I'm pretty sure we have that in RDR2, so it just makes it more just better and more easier, and it just is more better when it comes to like the performance that is on the consoles. So what's mentioned next is that there's going to be a new fluid access technology, which is basically what I'm talking about for a seamless experience, just making it more easier to just get around lobbies, less like slow things or black screens, all of that, just improving from what we've seen in GTA 5 and GTA Online. So that could be for like interiors as well too. They're at a much more advanced stage of development than the original GTA Online was. So that just means that, at this period of time, about a year before release in like 2012, Rockstar basically would just maybe kind of near the middle or the beginning. So this is just, more advanced. They have more time. They're, less on that crunch stuff. So that's good. And then also the main goal, or one of the goals, is to eliminate tedious menu navigation and manual invites before starting an activity. So just making it kind of more realistic and just a seamless and better experience for a lot more players. So there's not much that was shared, and honestly, again, some of this stuff could be real, some of this cannot, but we just gotta say that most of this stuff is the bare minimum that we expect. I hope a lot more information comes out about GTA 6, and again, take this with a grain of salt because we're not exactly sure what is going to be actually truthful and what is actually just going to be fake or just made up. But I do think when it comes to the player lobbies, that should be 100% accurate. The fact that it just makes sense to have a lot more players for a huger map, and it doesn't make sense to have 32. So I just hope to see that at least, but the 96 is just kind of pushing it. But that's also something that I hope we can eventually end up seeing on the future, or in the future, probably on the next gen consoles. And as for like the lobbies as well as also the consoles themselves, I would assume Rockstar is going to have the same thing with different type of lobbies like private sessions, solo sessions, friends, all of that. So that's probably going to be, brought over. And then for the consoles itself, we could see the first time with Rockstar doing crossplay. That's something that has been mentioned at all. I mean, I haven't seen it at least, but that would be great to see that on the consoles and of course with PC. It's something that's possible, and a lot more games have been doing it recently, especially with like Fortnite. I think that was the first one that kind of like started pushing for that to happen. A lot of other companies before were just kind of a little lenient on that or didn't want to, but once that started, blowing up and people start realizing like, crossplay is definitely a way to go, and it's probably one of the best things to do for sure. And there could be a way where Rockstar kind of does it so that's only between like Xbox and PlayStation and not PC, because we know that when it comes to the GTA games, like the modding stuff is just going to go crazy unless they have a new type of like software, maybe an advanced version of the Battle Eye where it's kind of, very limited and not really mods can happen. So everybody can play together. But I would hope that at least minimum for sure we have crossplay between the Xbox and PlayStation consoles. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section, what you guys think about this GTA 6 online stuff and what you're looking forward to the most. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to subscribe. Also, put up post notifications so you never miss an upload. Hope you guys did enjoy, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.